Good evening, everyone. Hey, JD from South Carolina is here. How are you doing, JD? Looks like there's a couple other people here, but not sure who they are at the moment. We'll give it a few minutes. I'm sure several more people will be joining. So, JD, how's the weather down where you're at? And I see it. I just watched a short video on YouTube from the Oklahoma Grammy. She was showing they had a baseball size hail just a few minutes ago in Oklahoma. That's crazy. I've seen marble size hail, but that's the most I've seen. It's hot down there, huh? It's I wouldn't mind having some of that heat up here. It's been fairly cold and rainy so far this summer. I'm looking for some dry and warmth for a little while, anyways. Hey, Josh, how are you? How's things going? How's your garden coming along? Anything popping up yet? Hey, Helen Gibbs, how are you? Helen says she's from Plymouth Lake, California, and it's fire season there. There's one 45 minutes away. Yeah, I know what that's like. Normally in Alaska right now we have like 100 wildfires going, but luckily this summer's been very wet. So I've only heard of a couple wildfires going on right now. Hey, DJ Turneroo, how are you tonight? DJ, you're from Ontario, Canada. Well, welcome. Our Cabin in the Woods, how are you tonight? Yeah, Our Cabin in the Woods, did you see Oklahoma Grammy's two videos she just posted of the hail and everything going on in Oklahoma? It's crazy. Hey, Ashley Anderson, how are you tonight? She got a quick signal, won't make the chat tonight, but we'll be able to get caught up after tomorrow. Hope everyone is well. I'm doing good up here, and everyone I know is doing good up here. Oklahoma Grammy, she's fine, and her family's fine, but they had baseball size hail, like golf ball and baseball size hail today, where she's at. She posted a couple videos. That's crazy, and she has a real big tree in her backyard, and lightning struck it, and one of the big branches fell down on the fence. Josh from Southern Roots Alaskan Branches says he's actually in the garden right now. Potatoes, beans, and corn has come up. Everything else is starting to come up too. That's good news. Hey, DJ, that's cool that you saw me at the meetup. I'm sorry, I don't remember which person you are. I've met so many people there. Hey, AFG the third, how are you? You're from the heart of Dixie, huh? Our cabin in the woods. You're about 50 miles northeast of Oklahoma Grammy, huh? Did you guys get any of the severe weather that she got? I highly doubt that she'll be on tonight. But I wish her all the best, and at least she is safe and her family's safe. So today the weather is looking like it's about 60 degrees outside. It's overcast. It tried sprinkling for a few minutes, but that's all that happened. Hey, not so remote Alaska, how are you? Okay, our cabin in the woods, stay safe. They're saying the bad rains and hail and stuff are headed their way right now, so stay safe. So, Michael, how was your big trip down to the Panhandle? It looked like a fun trip and an amazing store down there. Very scenic store. So, what's everyone? Let's see here. What's everyone doing tonight? Anyone got any big plans this weekend? Always hoping. Always say I'm hoping for better and better. That's true. Yeah, that Michael at Not So Remote Alaska. That's what usually happens when you go on work trips. Long hours, but it's still worth it. Hey, Rob at the Curmudgeon. Glad you could make it tonight. And now, Alaska One Andy, how are you? So you've been reloading, huh? That's good. Gotta keep your uh, stock supply up to date. Gotta keep well stocked up. Let's see here. Rob saying hi to everyone, and Josh is saying hi to Michael. Alaska One Andy saying hi to Rob at the Curmudgeon. Okay, Rob. Rob said he won't be able to stay on long. The train, he has to go to town, and the train comes by his place in about an hour. So I think we can understand that. Rob, stay safe and catch this train. Watch out for the bears. AFJ the third just sold his house in West Mobile suburbs, huh? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Michael, I'm sure the plane ride was expensive, and then uh, some hotel to stay somewhere. I got some arthritis in this thumb, and I have to like pop it and crack it every once in a while, or it starts to hurt. Yeah, Rob's saying he's hoping the Bears don't want to play again when he's going down to the train. If they do, I won't be going into town this time. We'll probably be uh, busy with cutting up some bear, huh? Hey, Josh. Josh is saying, holy smokes, he's from Fairhope. Born and raised there. Yep, we're up. Be safe, anyways. Be safe. Keep an eye out. So, yep, blast them. Blast Boo Boo and Yogi. Yep, Rob's doing pretty good, AFJ the third. Hey Rob, what are you going to town for? Just regular supplies or anything special? Josh is asking if I got any plans. I got all kinds of plans. It's the get my butt up and actually doing them. Well, I got one brush pile pretty much burned away, and then I started clearing out the downstairs area so I could get in there and start working. So I got to get working on the water system that's coming into the cabin, and then also like the shower and getting the walls up around the bathroom, stuff like that. And then I think the first thing I'm going to do outside, well, next week, my excavator goes to the doctor for a checkup. And then once I get that back, then it's pushing its 50-hour mark, so it needs to go in for its checkup. So once I get my excavator back from that, then it'll be full speed ahead using it, because I'll have 450 hours before it needs its next oil change and stuff like that. So I think as soon as I get it back, then I'm going to have another big burn pile at a different area on the property. This burn pile is going to be huge, but I'll get it burnt and I can move on. That'll go a long ways to cleaning the place up. And then also, as soon as I get it back, I'll get my driveway fixed. I already picked up the road fabric to put down on about 2/3 of the driveway, but I need to dig out a little bit more. There's just a little hump in one spot of the driveway that I want to take out, and then I'll put down the road fabric, and I'll get the local delivery people to bring me in probably 10 truckloads of rock, and then the driveway will be a lot nicer. And I think I'm gonna break down and rent a bulldozer this summer. I got a lot of dirt to move, so it'll just take way too long trying to move it with my excavator. As much as I got 30 feet wide and probably let's see here, 100 feet long, and just in one spot, and then I got probably 60 by 70 feet in another spot that's attached to it that I got to clear. And then my big pile of dirt I need to just push down and flatten out. So I got a lot of dirt to move. So I think I'm just gonna rent the bulldozer again this year. And then I need to get my garden started. I need to if Michael from Not So Remote Alaska, if he ever stops jet setting around the state and gets my wood cut for my chicken coop, I can start building the chicken coop and get that done. And then other than that, I want to just get this place somewhat complete on the inside, meaning having water coming in, having the plastic up on the walls, the bathroom functional, the kitchen totally functional, that type of thing. Yeah, Josh, a bulldozer would be a lot quicker. Okay, Rob's saying he just has a small list, but he won't be out for about a month. 3 weeks to a month, anyways. So, yeah, I had fun learning how to do operate the bulldozer last summer. Yeah, not so remote Alaska. If you guys don't know, he has a YouTube channel also, and he has a sawmill, and he's cut me the lumber for my chicken coop. And hey, Michael, do you have a lot of time to cut extra wood, or are you pretty well booked up this summer? And if you need, I can come down and help you do some stuff around your place too, by the way. Hey, Oklahoma Grammy, Sandra Madrano. I wasn't expecting you to be here tonight. I'm sure glad you're safe and your family's safe. Windshields can be replaced, and dents in vehicles can be fixed, but people can't be replaced. That's for sure. Rob's asking Michael at Not So Remote Alaska if he was able to find large rifle primers. Yeah, Oklahoma Grammy. I was talking about you a little bit ago about all the your two videos showing the golf ball and baseball size hail. That's crazy. Hey, good times Homestead with Jen and Steve are here. How are you guys tonight? Thanks for joining. Oh, two tornadoes hit Lawton, Oklahoma today. Wow, that's horrible. I've been close to a really small tornado that just took down a few trees and messed up some corn in a cornfield. And that it sounded like a freight train. It was crazy. That's good to know. Keep your eye on the road there. Good times. Okay, Michael's saying he's pretty well filled up. He figures I have all the logs that I have spoken for, so I need to get back in the woods also. Hey, if you need, I got some cottonwood that's good for making the siding I need. I got a bunch of cottonwood, and I can load them up for you if you want. Let's see here. AFJ the third's telling Josh at Southern Roots Alaskan Branches, a dear friend of his owned an empty house right off the Grayfair Avenue. I'm here temporarily until I can buy dirt. That's good. And yeah, Sandra, everything can be replaced except people. That is true. Very true. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, Michael, let me know if you want to come up and get some cottonwood trees. They're nice and big ones too, and you can make the siding out of the cottonwood. I plan on doing that burning technique, whatever it's called, the Suji Bon or something like that. And then I might have a few birch that are big enough to mill up, but I'm not sure about that. So, Josh, you know exactly where AFJ the third's living, huh? Hey, Christine from Gillum Farms. How are you tonight? I guess you guys must be involved in two lives at the moment, huh, Christine? Michael is saying to Rob, Three Bears and Palmer had a few boxes, but they seem to be overpriced in his book. So let's see here. That's good. You guys are doing good. Jumping back and forth between the various lives, huh, Christine? That's cool. Got to share the love, as the saying goes. I just happened to catch yours. I was busy doing stuff, sat down for a couple seconds, and uh, pulled out my phone, and I saw you guys were live, so I jumped on. Well, tell Johnny to pull over to the side of the road and get on the live. Come on now. Hey, Sophia Starland, how are you? And we are Garden Gals. How are you tonight? Glad you guys could make it. We're just here chatting and talking about whatever people want to talk about tonight. You're welcome, Christine. It was a good live you guys had tonight. So, and thank you guys for making me a moderator. So let's see here. We can take a look outside real quick. You can see I haven't really done anything out there, so. What did I hit? Okay, Michael. Yeah, let me know. These cottonwood, your tractor will be able to handle them. They're not huge, but they're big enough. They're 15 inches, 18 inches in diameter. I would say probably the biggest ones are. Yeah, Christine. Yeah, send them up here. I'll take them out fishing, but I don't have a fishing camp. But we can go fishing, that's for sure. Yeah, AFJ the third, come on up. You gotta come up to Alaska. At least come up and visit. You can come check out my place. I'm sure Josh will let you check out his place. Excuse me. Oh, so as most of you know, we got Alaskan YouTube meet and greet coming up here, and that is going to be August 12th. And right now, we got 10 confirmed channels going to it. Alaska Cut the Cord, Alaska Living, Alaskan Jack of All Trades, myself, Rob from the Curmudgeon, Flat Tire Farm, Homesteading, Alaska, Life in Alaska, Norland 49, Raised in Alaska, and the Homestead, Alaska Off Grid are all going. and it's going to be held in Wasilla at one of the parks down there. I forget which one off the top of my head, but so if any of you are in the area or anything like that, let me know, and I'll let you know where it is and how to get there and that type of stuff. Yeah, Christine, I meant to get on that live that was supposed to be today. I believe it was about the cruise and stuff, and I totally forgot about it. I'm seriously considering doing the Alaskan cruise in 2025 also. And by the way, for everyone on here, there's going to be a Alaska cruise and a, um, a channel out of Canada is organizing it. They got it's like a group thing going on the cruise, and it's going to be a lot of YouTubers are going to go on the Alaska cruise up through the panhandle of Alaska. So it'll be pretty neat to see everyone on the cruise. Yeah, Michael, my cottonwood aren't the huge ones like in some places in like Palmer and stuff. They're not 3-4 feet in diameter, nothing like that. So yep, Josh is telling AFJ the third, come on up. Yeah, Christine, it's pretty cool. I think we're gonna have probably double or triple that amount by the time it comes to August, because I know a few other ones have shown interest, but they just haven't committed to going yet. So, and I think when a few other channels start talking about it, also, I think we'll get more traction on it. Christine, the closest real airport would be Anchorage. There's several small little like crop duster type airports, but you would just fly into Anchorage and then rent a vehicle and come out. It's 45 minutes outside of Anchorage. Hey, Aoki Homestead, how are you today? Thanks for joining. Everyone's just saying hi to each other. AFJ the third saying he's trying to arrange a trip up this summer to look around, but he knows what will happen. He won't want to leave. I've actually talked to people that came up on vacation and never left. They actually like called home and said, "Sell everything and send me the money." But if you do come up, try to be up here around August 12th. That's when the meetup is. Yeah, Josh, I figured you got a long ways to come down. But we do have a lot of places to stay. Unfortunately, I don't have any room inside my cabin here for someone else, but if you have an RV or anything like that, I got room on my property. Or if you want a tent camp, I got room on my property for that also. Ooh, Aoki Homestead, stay safe there. Those thunderstorms are pretty bad today in Oklahoma. Let's see here. People are saying hi to each other. Yeah, I kind of assume that, Josh. I didn't mind roughing it either in my younger days, but not anymore. Yeah, our Okie Homestead saying the last few days got pelted by hail the other day. Yeah, you've been getting some crazy weather down there recently. I guess the bright side is you're getting the rain, getting the water that the state needs. Yeah, be careful, Christine, driving into Oklahoma. They're getting a golf ball and baseball size hailstorms today. So be careful. Hey, Oliver Jackson, thanks for joining. And hey, Jesset, let's trade paint. How are you? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Let's trade paint. What's your name? I was thinking Jesset Treehaven. I'm so sorry. Hey, Roberta's Artistic Adventures. How are you? Sean, that's it. Sean. I don't know why my brain just totally went blank on your name, and I knew it was Sean because I was thinking, okay, how does he spell Sean? Because there's a few different ways to spell Sean, and I wasn't sure. Uh, Sorry about that. Yeah, Christine from Gillum Farms is reminding people to smash that like button. Thank you for that. Yep. Everyone's saying hi to Sean and telling me his name's Sean. So thanks, everyone. And Roberta's Artistic Adventures is saying hi to Debbie and Hope Lynn, and we are Garden Gals. How's everyone doing? So seems like a good many people's down in the Oklahoma area that's on here. So stay safe, everyone. That's for sure. Hey, is my volume and my voice coming through clear, or is it a little bit messed up or anything like that? We are Garden Gals is saying Hope Lynn got a new bunny rabbit. That's cute. Okay, Rob. Thanks for letting me know. And thanks, Roberta. Thanks for letting me know. I know it's a little bit sunny, but the sun is like right up there. And if I cover up the window, then it's just too dark in here. And unfortunately, as small as my place is, this is the only place I have for my computer and stuff like that. So I got to just deal with it at the moment. Well, I'm glad I got so many different people in here tonight. Roberta, my name's Bill, by the way, if you wasn't sure. Right now, we are getting. Let me see if I can find it real quick on here. Let's see here. Oh, I know where I can find it. So today the sunrise was at 4:13 a.m. and sunset will be at 11:48 p.m. But the sun only barely goes below the horizon, so it doesn't really get dark out at all. It's at the point where uh, if it's not overcast or anything like that, you don't need headlights on to drive all night long. Well, Rob at the curmudgeon, if you're talking to me about the sun, don't really have sun. It's behind the clouds, but it's still bright. Roberta's Artistic Adventures. What part of Southern Ohio? I'm actually from Western Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh. And don't worry about it. I've messed up so many people's names in my life, it's ridiculous. Josh is from Southern Roots, Alaskan Branches, is asking Oliver Jackson how you are doing. Yeah, our Okie Homestead, a lot of daylight today, that's for sure. Hey, Tim Mason, how are you? Thanks for joining. East of Cincinnati, okay. Yeah, I was born and raised about an hour north of Pittsburgh and about a half hour, uh, east of Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah, DJ Tenaruru. Excuse me. That is a lot of sun. That's why we get such huge vegetables and stuff up here in the summertime, just because of all the sunlight. If you haven't watched it, go back and find my two videos from the Alaska State Fair. In both of them, I show a lot of pictures of the giant vegetables and garden stuff that they have here. We get we get heads of lettuce like this big around, and like carrots like this long, and stuff like that. It's it's so big it almost looks fake. Yeah, Christine, it is wow when you see the stuff. Definitely, when you have some time, look through my playlists and find the ones of the Alaska State Fair. It's crazy how big the vegetables get up here. Roberta's Artistic Adventures is saying she was in Alaska once when she was very young. We lived in Japan and Okinawa, and we are returning to the States to Maryland and had a layover in Alaska. I've always wanted to visit because it is so gorgeous. Definitely. What most people do is they fly into Anchorage and rent a motorhome. And then you can basically drive wherever you want in the motorhome. If you're up here for a week, basically you can do the Matsu Valley, Palmer Wasilla up to like Talkeetna, that area, or you can go down to the Kenai Peninsula, that's south out of Anchorage, and that'll take about a week to do, to hit all the towns and stuff down there. If you got a couple weeks, you can head up to Fairbanks, go to the hot springs, maybe drive around some of the states, stuff like that. No, Michael, you are right. Michael from Not So Remote Alaska, you are right. We haven't seen the sun very much this summer, and we haven't had the nice temperatures either this summer. We've only had a couple days where it hit like mid upper 60s and was sunny so far. We've had more days where the high temperature was in the low 50s than we've had over 60. Low 50s, and even I think possibly a couple days where it was maybe 50 degrees as the high temperature. Thank you, DJ. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to the fair again this year and do another video on the fair this year. People are saying hi to each other. Yeah, southern roots. We definitely need the warmer temps. That's for sure for the garden. They don't like to. Plants don't like to grow when the ground is cold. Wow, Michael from not somewhere remote Alaska said his truck was showing 39 degrees this morning. I know yesterday or day before last I could see my breath when I went outside, so it was a little bit on the chilly side. Roberta's asking what's my favorite thing to grow there. Uh, I haven't really grown much up here. I do. I have grown some potatoes, but just in like big plastic bins. That's about it. So I'm hoping to get my garden area developed this year for planting next year. So stay tuned. I'll let you know. I think I'll probably grow a lot of potatoes, a lot of garlic, onions. I want to make a lot of salsa for myself. I love salsa, but I don't like the salsa that you can buy in the stores. It's just all mushy. I like the salsa you can get at the Mexican restaurants. I like that style of salsa, so I want to try to make my own salsa like that. So I'll be growing a lot of that type of stuff. A lot of potatoes, like I said, probably a lot of beans, like green beans and stuff. Corn is really hard to grow up here. Even the like the 90-day corn is hard to grow because of our short seasons. That's about how long our season is. So the 90-day corn needs really warm temperatures. So we don't usually get a full summer of warm enough temperatures. So it's hard to even grow corn up here. But solid type uh, plants are grow very good up here. Uh, Various gourds like squash and pumpkin and stuff like that grow pretty good up here. So I don't know what all I'm gonna grow right now, but I do plan on having a nice big garden, and in a few years down the road, probably have a big greenhouse. And I'm hoping to have a greenhouse that I can use grow plants in year round. Yeah, Roberta, potatoes do put out pretty flowers and delicious spuds. That's for sure. Okay, Josh from Southern Roots, Alaskan Branches says, yeah, Yukons do put out some uh, good potatoes. Potatoes do well, and Yukon Chief Yellow Corn is a 55-day corn developed in Delta Junction, and he's had good luck with it. I didn't even know there was a yellow corn that was developed up here. I'll have to look into that for next summer. Yeah, Christine, greenhouse is nice to have. Definitely nice to have. It extends the growing season a lot, even if it's not year round. Hey, Jeanette Cook, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Roberta, I plan on having a lot of potatoes. I love potatoes. Yeah, Josh, could you send me the information and send if you have Rob's email address, could you send him the information on that corn also, please? Oh, just so you guys can see, I think those are the temperatures. I think everything is backwards though, but yeah, right now Monday is supposed to hit 77 degrees. Holy cow. That's going to be hot. Sunday, 75 degrees. Those are the first 70-degree days I think we've had so far this year. And Saturday's supposed to be 64 degrees. So that's going to be hot days. Yeah, Rob, did you get the Alaskan potatoes or what kind of potatoes did you get? I know the Alaskan potatoes are do better in a little bit colder ground than regular like store-bought potatoes. Roberta's asking, do I have any naturally growing berries or fruits on my property? I have one one fruit that I do eat. It's called a watermelon berry, and they are very delicious. They're just a little single round berry, and they are very good. They taste, I think they're red, but they taste a little bit like watermelon. That's why they're called watermelon berries. And I do plan on in the garden having a huge section that is various types of berries. One big section of strawberries, and I'm going to try to transplant a lot of these watermelon berry plants into the garden area so they survive, excuse me. And then I want to have a big patch of like blackberries and raspberries and stuff like that. I won't about the only berry that I won't be growing is blueberries because I just have to go up and like Hatcher Pass and they're just everywhere up there. So, and they're everywhere just not too far from where my off-grid cabin is, also up in Petersville. So, no reason for me to grow them here when I can just go there and get as many as I want growing wild. Christine from Gillum Farms is saying her potatoes will be ready to harvest next week. Wow. Yeah, that's exciting the first time you grow something, especially something like potatoes, because you can't see how many you're getting until you dig them up. Oliver Jackson, here in Texas, we're going to hit triple digit heat. One day next week, the high is supposed to be 109, they say. Wow. If he could, he'd box some of it up and ship it up here to Alaska. I wish you could. We'd take it. Take a few degrees, anyways, of that heat. Yeah, we are garden gals. I would have to in the wintertime. Definitely heat the greenhouse because this area, it's not uncommon for the high temperature for weeks at a time to be in the negative teens or even possibly negative 20s as the high temperature, not the low temperature. So I definitely have to heat it. Like Sophia saying, like Kentucky, all 4 seasons in a week. Yeah, we've had that. And Josh is saying he ordered it from Giving Ground Seeds. They're out of Idaho. And he's seen them at Denali Seed also. Hey, Mountain Mariner, how are you? Glad you could join tonight. Thanks for joining in. Rob saying French fingerlings from a grower in Talkeetna and Yukon Golds. I don't know much about them. The French fingerlings, I think, should grow good up here, but I'm not positive on that. And I think the Yukons, don't they need a warm summer for them to grow good up here? Okay, Michael. Michael's saying these next few days should be a great milling for the lumber, so he should be getting me my chicken coop lumber ready here. Don't what am I trying to say? My mind just went blank. Don't kill yourself over it or anything like that, Michael. I'm anxious to get it, but it's not like I need it right now. I don't have chicks here or anything like that, so. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Curmudgeon says they have raspberries and blueberries, and from time to time, salmon berries. Yeah, those salmon berries, or I think they're also called cloudberries, if I'm not mistaken. The conditions have to be just right for them to grow, and also conditions just right for them to produce berries. Hey, Grilling Addiction with Nick, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining. Yeah, yeah. Christine's saying Oklahoma will take some of our temperatures. I wish we could trade a little bit. Yeah, Michael. I don't want 100-degree temperatures either, but I'll take 5 or 10 degrees of that 100 degrees. And Mountain Mariner's down in Valdez, and he's saying constant rain down there. It actually did stop for a little while yesterday and today, colder than normal also. Yep. That's why it's been all for the whole South Central. People's talking back and forth. Let me get caught up here. Yeah, Mountain Mariner saying when he gets home, he's going to be working on his high tunnel and garden, and he hopes to have it fully operational for next summer. That's kind of like me. I'm going to be working on my garden. I don't really plan on planting anything this year. I want to have it ready for next summer. Hey, Brent Free, thanks for joining. And let's see here. Grilling Addiction with Nick saying hi to Okie Homestead. Josh at Southern Roots, Alaskan Branches. Yukon Golds are my best producing potatoes. He grows 5 varieties total. Okay. I knew Yukon Golds were a little bit more hardy, but I wasn't sure how hardy. Oh, our Okie Homestead picked a bucket of green beans this morning. That sounds good. Hey, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. How are you tonight? Christine from Gillum Farms. Her husband's name's Johnny, and he's driving right now. He said they're supposed to have tons of chicks, then say, "Oh crap, we need a coop." I'm not saying that's what we did, but chicken math hit me hard, huh? Yeah, I would have. I was gonna buy chicks, but I had no place to put them, and then we had such of a cold spring and early summer that I just said, "Heck with it. I'm not gonna worry about getting chicks right now." If I had some place to actually put them, like if I had a garage or I had a bigger cabin or something like that, I would have went ahead and got them. But I just had absolutely no place to put them. And Brent Free says, I've got potatoes in the ground and I picked some lettuce, spinach, cauliflower, and beetroot today. That sounds good. And Rob's got to run. He's got to catch the train. So have a good trip, Rob, and watch out for the bears. Yeah, hopefully Michael's saying to Josh that with all the potatoes he put in the ground, he's going to need a bigger house. That's hopefully he does. Our Okie Homestead said they bought 150 chicks one year. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, I seriously thought about just getting the chicks and then that would force me to do something, but like I said, I had absolutely no place to put them. my cabin is so small and I got stuff sitting around everywhere. I only had basically a walking path downstairs, so they would have had to sat right in the walking path, and I just had no place to put them, unfortunately. Uh, oh, Brent Free, thanks for asking. Brent Free asked, "How's my trailer repairs going?" I got my. I'm assuming you mean my camper trailer. I I got lazy and I had a cleaning lady come in and she cleaned the whole inside and everything. And then the one thing that stopped working last year was uh, the propane hot water tank portion. It's propane or electric hot water. The electric part works fine, but the propane doesn't. I jumped on YouTube, watched a couple videos, and I think that it's just the sparker that's not working. And I tried to sand it and get it to work. It wouldn't work, so I went online and I ordered a couple new of the sparkers for it. We'll see how that goes. I should be getting them here in the next few days, and then I'll give that a shot. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna need to get a new control module for it. So that's where we stand at the moment on that. Unfortunately, I can't put it up for sale until I get that stuff working. So it's just sitting out here in my way. But at least it's clean on the inside now. Yeah, Josh at Southern Root says crappy cab over campers were good for chicken coops. They do. Did you see my recent video where I went over to Alaska cut the cords? He's using an old horse trailer as a chicken coop. Uh, Christine saying Johnny had to literally pull me away from the chicks at the coop last weekend. I believe it. Yeah, Brun Free. I don't need it. It's in my way right now, and I'm still making payments on it. So if I owned it outright, then I might consider just keeping it. But since I'm still making payments on it, I just want to sell it, and then I can take that money that I would be putting towards it and put it towards other things here on the homestead. I'm actually looking at. I fixed up my snow machine trailer, and that's going to be going up for sale here real soon. And also, I'm looking at buying two 20-foot connexes, putting them like here, and then putting a roof over top of it. And then that way I have storage in under roof, which I have no storage like that right now. And I'm using my enclosed trailer, which is like 24 feet, I think it is, to hold all my household goods, all my tools and stuff like that. So when I get the two 20-foot connexes, I'll have 16 to 18 extra feet of storage. So I can make one like household goods and one tools and stuff like that. And then I'll have this storage underneath it, underneath the roof between them. And the selling of that enclosed trailer will pay for both connexes. So I'm going to do it that way. Hey, two people on a couch is here. How are you guys doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, thank you, Christine. Yeah, that was a cool chicken coop. The I'm assuming you're talking about the horse trailer chicken coop. Yeah, Brun Free. That's a hard one to justify when the feed costs more than buying the eggs. But the one thing you can look at it is how the chickens are raised, what they're fed, that type of stuff. You know what uh shots they've had and or growth hormones and all that type of stuff. You know all that. if you raise the chickens yourself. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Yeah. I think I watched um, Flat Tire Farm's newest video, and she went over their Azure Standard order that she just received recently, and I think I'm gonna make my own chicken feed from it. And if I get any rabbits or anything like that, I think I'm gonna make all my own feed, and I'll just buy it from Azure Standard. And I'll just try. I'm gonna try to do as much organic as possible. As from there, you can get like 50-pound bags of grains and different things like that, really cheap. And a lot of the times, it's organic or it's non-GMO stuff like that. So I plan on doing it that way. I got uh, a 3 food grade barrels that I can put the feed in, and I plan on getting a few more of those. Yeah, yeah, Roberta. Knowing where your food comes from and what they've eaten is important. Yes, it is anymore. I mean, some of the crap they feed to livestock and stuff nowadays, it's not even food, and it's full of growth hormones and chemicals and stuff like that. It's I can't see how it's even legal, tell you the truth, but Brent Free's asking, how's the big machine doing, and did I get my driveway fixed up yet? No, it. It did dry out, so I don't have a big mud hole there anymore, but I don't have it fixed yet. I said earlier in the live that I think it's next Wednesday, my excavator goes in for its 50-hour checkup. So once I get it back from that, then I'm gonna get the driveway fixed up. I already got the road fabric for on the driveway, and I'm gonna do about 2/3 of the driveway, put down the road fabric. Then I got uh, the local quarry. They're ready to bring me 10 or so dump truck loads of gravel to put on top of that. So as soon as I get the excavator back from getting its checkup, then I'll get the driveway done and move on from there. So it should be maybe not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. I'll probably be doing that. Hopefully. Uh, Roberta, I'm not sure what you're asking. You're saying, do yours allow your grains to grow in water, turning to fodder to feed them instead of just grains? Oh, do you allow your grains to grow in water? Well, I haven't started anything. In the summertime, a lot of people do uh, soak their grains in water for a couple days, then feed them to the chickens. But we can only do that in the summertime because obviously in the wintertime it freeze solid in a matter of minutes. So yeah, uh, definitely. I've definitely thought about doing some seed sprouting and stuff like that. That too, I guess, and doing the sprouted grains and then feeding that to the chickens. So I'm definitely considering that also. Yeah, our Okie Homestead, loads of rock there costs over $400. Wow, that's expensive. Luckily, I'm like a half mile down the road from their quarry, and for a 10-yard dump truck load, it costs $140 for a 10-yard dump truck load. So it's not too bad. So 10 of them, $1,400. That's not bad. Yeah, Brun Free. I'm definitely hoping to do some hunting and fishing. I don't know how much I'll actually get done this year. I think I definitely will at least go out locally for hunting. I'm sure I probably won't see anything, but I'll go out once or twice and see if something walks in front of me. Unfortunately, that's about all the time I'm going to have this year for that. So, thank you, DJ Tenaru. And I think I'm saying Tenaru correctly. Yeah, I got lots of plans. I just got to get my butt in gear and get turning them into reality. Okay, yeah, okay, Homestead. I guess it just matters on where you're at, what part of the country. As they're saying they're about 10 minutes from the quarry, and 18-yard dump truck costs $400. So I guess it just depends on what part of the country you're from. And I probably a little bit on what they have to do to the rock also to get it into like gravel and stuff. Here, I'm just getting the cheap stuff, and this whole property and this whole area is just gravel. You dig down about a foot or two, and you hit gravel, and that's all it is down as far as you can dig. And you'll hit water before you run out of gravel. Okay, DJ. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. Just call you DJ instead. Well, folks, it's 6 o'clock. Should I end this now or keep going? Brent Free says quarry costs in Australia are expensive. Most of the quarries charge a small fortune. Yeah, they buy the property and then they charge a lot for what's already on the property, unfortunately. Well, I think today I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. It's been an hour, and I got a few things to do before I head to bed. For those of you who don't know, I go to bed early because I start my full-time job at 4 a.m. my time because I work East Coast hours. So I go to bed early and get up early. So I got a few things to do between now and I go to bed in about an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to end the live. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Have a good night, everyone. And by the way, those of you in Oklahoma, stay safe.